What's going on, everybody? Victory Monday is upon us. The Washington Commanders were victorious over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The score 23-20. Dev, what's going on, my man? How are you on this Victory Monday?
Yo, feeling good, feeling fine, feeling like we winning playoff games around this motherfucker.
It's house money, man. And we wanted to bring back old Gene from the Buccaneers to help us talk about the game a little bit. What went right, what went wrong. So, Gene, was good, man. Thanks for coming back with us.
Hey, man, slow motion.
Yeah, slow motion, slow motion. How are you on this not Victory Monday in Tampa Bay land, man? What's the vibe in the Tampa world right now?
Man, it's all good, man. I've seen the Bucs at their worst. I've seen them at their best. This is a game they could have won, probably should have won, but they didn't get the job done. So
Yeah,
it is what it is.
that's what's up, man. How did you watch the game yesterday? What was like your setup, your thing? Like what did you do to consume the game?
I just had it up on the big screen and just sit there and watched it.
Yeah.
I'm really superstitious. I hate late night games for the Bucs. The Bucs do not do good in prime time, and so I just was on. I was more on edge than normal just because of all that stuff kind of played a factor. And
For sure, man. Yeah, superstitions is crazy. Like in my family, my wife and I, we are in different rooms. It's just something stupid. Like if I'm in the kitchen and someone scores, I gotta stay in the kitchen. But ever since we started winning, we've been in different rooms. So now we watch the games in different rooms. So I know everybody has their own superstitions and how they do it. Deb, what was your setup last night watching the game?
Man, I was just in the bedroom, my wife watching it. It's pretty exciting, man.
Yeah, Jack Attack. What's up, Jack Attack? We live. Appreciate you tuning in. Elite Terry was on it, man. Terry had a great game yesterday. Let's just get into a quick little recap here. So let me get the music off here. We appreciate Gene coming from the Buccaneers to rejoin us today. The rest of the guys are out of pocket. Phil is on a cruise enjoying himself, sending some good videos. But the Commanders won 23-20 in a game that I would say it was back and forth. Now, if you remember, we talked about this. It was going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was going to be a shootout. It was going to be a close game. And I want to say, Gene, your prediction. Actually, no, you do not make predictions. I apologize.
Yeah.
I had 27-26. Dev had 30-24. And everyone else was kind of hovering in the air. I think everyone was a little more over on the points. Everyone had 30s, high 20s, but it was a lower scoring game than I think most people predicted it to be. I think the over-under was 50, and they scored 43. We had a ton of friends that flew down to Tampa for the Commanders Bucs game. They said the tailgating was awesome. The stadium was great. The vibe was great. The fans were great. Didn't hear one bad story about the group, and that says a lot. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Tampa fans get down like that, so that's pretty cool. Go over some stats here. So Baker Mayfield finished with 15 for 18, 185, one sack, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jayden Daniels, 24 for 35, 268, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack. The rushing attack, you guys had it up on us, and I feel like you kind of went away from it a little bit. Bucky Irving, 17 for 77, average 4.5. Yeah. He was slicing us, man, and then I feel like they just kind of went away from it. We had no running game whatsoever. 33 rushes for 82 yards, average 2.5, and 13 of those were Jayden Daniels. So once again, we said we weren't going to have a running game. We didn't. I think that's a credit to the Bucs.
Run defense,
the front four. Yeah, we talked about this, that they were just stout. I think they were, we would say number 1, number 2 in the NFL in a run defense, and it really showed. But overall, let's just talk about the vibe. How is it? I know, you guys are podcast content creators. You connect with fans and social media is out there. What are people generally saying?
It's a civil war. You got people that want Bowles fired. You got people that think that it wasn't Bowles' fault, and you got 2 different camps. Normally, this time of the year, when it starts getting toxic, I just fall back and let
Tune it
Let
out.
people have their conversations, and I just sit back and watch it all happen.
Yeah.
For me, I think a lot of people now have gone to the mock drafts. They realize the Bucs are drafting number 19, so kind of have to see what they do with those picks. A lot of talk of free agency right now. Chris Godwin, Levante David. You've got quite a few players that are up for new contracts. So it's going to be interesting to see what this front office does to improve on the personnel that you saw this year.
Yeah, it was funny towards the end of the game. Adam Schefter, right around when the Commanders started driving, I think he posted all the free agents for Tampa. Like the game wasn't even over yet.
Yeah.
And he just started posting. He did that not just for Bucs. He did that literally for every team as the games were winding down. But receiving, Mike Evans 7 for 92. Average 13.1 a touchdown. No one else really did anything on the receiving end for you guys. McMillan had 2 for 41. K-Dot 2 for 32. Terry McLaurin was a star of our show, 7 for 89, 1 touchdown. And De'Ami Brown, we said it. First down, downtown, De'Ami Brown, dynamic, ball on the ground.
Almost threw a touchdown, play out bound, divisional round. De'Ami Brown, dog.
He gets a lot of flack in our fan base, so Devin and I have kind of been sticking up for him as much as we can for De'Ami Brown. He had a pretty good game, man. He's pretty dynamic. We were actually shocked to see him. Get Dev back in here. We were actually shocked to see him had the game he did. So. That's pretty much it for like the major like I said, offensively, it wasn't an explosive end person on either end, but Jack Attack said it's going to be a great game versus Detroit. Yep. We'll see what happens, man. Anything's possible. Yeah. I didn't know we had so many Washington fans down in Florida, all the old folks retirees. Yeah. Remember we talked about that.
There are quite a few.
Contingent.
But that's where the snowbirds are. You got to get out of the cold and come down to the heat. So there are definitely a lot of
We're buried there.
Of transplants. Yeah.
Yep. Utah, Cody, my guys, happy Victory Monday. Happy Victory Monday to you, sir. That's right. Tia, what's up, fellas in chat? How about them Commanders? Yeah, we're joined by Gene from the Buccaneers. He's graceful enough to or thankful enough that he would grace us with his time to talk about this game here.
That's right.
Yam says it's super wild to me. It's not just the fans, but people in analytics and sports media that just keep making excuses, moving goalposts for Washington. They are legit worried about us. And, Gene, you probably knew this. We were year one of no one wanted to say the R word, the rebuild word, but it was a rebuild for 70%.
Man, I went to picks and how your draft picks contributed this season. There were some really nice picks in there. You got some guys that will probably do a little bit more next season. But I think you guys are on the right track, with talent evaluation and the people that you brought in free agency and just how everything has come together. That speaks to coaching from special teams up to the head coach. So definitely Washington is going to be a problem. And first and foremost is your quarterback. I think you guys have something special with him. As long as you guys protect him and keep him upright, he's definitely going to produce for you. I love his football IQ, and I just love how he moves the ball up and down the field, and he's virtually unflappable with just how the defenses approach him, and he still maintains his composure.
Yeah, we talked about that as well. That's one of the things that I'm just
on top of it. You got to think there's 11 alternate all-stars on our team, and I think all of them were free agent signings or rookies that we drafted. Every one of them was a hit, bro. There was none that was like a dud.
That's what I was saying. As I was watching strategically how you guys went through the draft, I was like, I am really interested to see what Washington does this year. It's one of those teams, like, I think, in the past it's been like Cleveland or some of your lower tier teams that I've watched, but what Washington did, I mean, once Jayden Daniels got going, and that was the second half of the Bucs game. I mean, he's just been, he just kept the team on an even keel. So you guys are very fortunate to have hit on a quarterback because not everybody can do it.
It's tough, man. It's tough. Jack Attack says Quinn unlocked his inner Dan Campbell last night. Yeah, I think the Lions are a model everyone wants to achieve. Dan Campbell came in and did great things with that team. And Tampa is another good example too of a good franchise.
Yep.
Good alignment, good culture.
Mm-hmm.
No shade thrown at Tampa as well. A couple other statistics I'd like to throw out there. Tampa was 5 for 9 on third down, 55%. Washington was 8 for 15, 53%. Nothing crazy. We were 3 for 5 on fourth downs. Now, throughout that game, especially in the first half, we went for it on fourth down twice. We left 6 points on the board because we didn't convert either of those fourth downs. I'm screaming like, why are we doing that? It's the playoffs. There's no margin for error. Take the points. Take what is given to you. Take the points. You guys were already up 3-0. We decided to go for it. I forget what the next score was. We also didn't get it. I mean, if you're Washington in that situation, do you take the points? I know we have some crazy analytics. Our fourth down percentage is like 96%. It's stupid. It's 87%, excuse me. But it's the playoffs. If you're Tampa, do you take those if you had those odds? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Tape don't lie, man. I mean, you watch. Those guys watch a lot of game film. They key in on certain things, and Tampa's done good against the run, but you can move the ball on them. I mean, it's just kind of how it was. I mean, we went through the Bucs went through a skid where they lost a bunch of games, and the offense was doing what they're doing their job, but the defense wasn't getting it done. And I don't know if you guys remember me saying this when I was on the first time, that the defense scared me because they got to show up.
Yeah.
And ultimately, when you're able to go 3 for 5 on fourth down, that's an indictment unto itself, really.
Absolutely.
But I do want to say this.
Yes, go for it.
I do want to credit the Washington offense for what they were able to accomplish. I'm not going to downplay what they did by saying, we should have stopped him. But, if you have a offense that's rolling like they've been rolling, I do want to give them credit as well.
Right. And, like it's happened before. Jayden, I can say almost, he practically single-handedly did it at the end in that fourth quarter with those 2 scrambles he did.
Mm-hmm.
He's done it time and time again. Our last 7 wins have been on the last play of the game. We can't take our hearts can't take that. A couple other statistics here. Penalties, 5 for 39 for Washington, 7 for 65 for Tampa. Time of possession, 35-26 for Washington, 24-34 for Tampa. And I feel that played a significant portion, a significant factor in the game. Because this is what we do. We run the ball, we keep the clock. And to keep that
clock management.
Yeah, keep your offense off the field, we had to do that. But by quarter, 723 to 737. Very even first quarter. 11-12, 348. Second quarter was when it went crazy. And the score still was very within reach. Third quarter, 901, 559. Fourth quarter, 750, 710. So that second and third quarter, though, is where it really just got away from Tampa on the third downs. But those are some of the statistics I wanted to throw out. A couple things I want to talk about is Mike Evans versus Marshawn Lattimore. It wasn't even a thing. At Marshawn Lattimore, I believe he's still hindered, but Evans just ate him for lunch.
A lot of those plays were like pick routes, though. Like some things, man. Everything. It seemed like Washington's game plan was to keep everything underneath no big. That was their game plan. It seemed that part worked. Now the goal line play, it looked almost like they were predicting he was going inside, and maybe the safety was supposed to jump it, but he was late. And you can clearly tell he knew it was going there. He jumped immediately, just right over his helmet. It went right over his helmet. Like he kind of knew. It's almost like they were like, let's make Evans go in. We can't guard both of it. The rats on him, dog. He's too good. So I think Lattimore is taking the outside route. And looked like what's our safety's name? The fucking Quan Martin. It looked like he was supposed to jump that middle, and he got there just a second late. But other than that, every play he made big was him. Anytime it seemed like he was going in motion where they had the trip side, he was going across the 2 other receivers to just get separation. And you can't. And he's already good enough to get his own separation. And if you add the help of a pick route, it's impossible to hold that guy of that talent to that. Other than that, man, I didn't really see him demolish them. Other than those, pick routes to get anyone.
Yeah, true.
Especially
Very
someone
true.
that good.
But there was also plenty of plays where Evans didn't need a pick route. He just did his thing.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna get his either way. Yeah. That dude's a Hall of Famer for a reason.
Yeah. Ryan said we did exactly what we needed to do. Stop the run, control the clock. Yam said you should see the Lions fans and podcasters pissed about that. Legit salty the media. Well, Yam, we have Dev and I will be going on a Lions podcast Wednesday night, and they'll be coming back on ours Thursday night. So we'll have a Lions podcaster crew. I think they've collabed with you guys before called Talking Grit. I think their names are. Detroit Lions podcast. So we'll be able to ask them there in person and see how they actually feel. Ryan said, did I mention Rob and RB need to show up? And they did not. They did enough, but not much. Run game was terrible, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Vita Vea was everywhere. Levante David seemed to be everywhere. In the beginning of the game, did you see Levante David? I felt like Jayden had a beeline to the left side. And Levante David, the angle he took to just push him out of it was on third down.
He's the most
shocked.
He's the most underrated linebacker that I've ever seen. If you guys remember Luke Kuechly, if you compare his stats side by side with Luke Kuechly, if you ever get a chance, just look at this comparison. I mean, he's been playing under the radar since he was a rookie, and he hasn't disappointed. So I'm glad that other people are getting to see him and getting to see how talented he is. I really hope that he's another one that gets into the Hall of Fame as well. It's well deserved for what he's accomplished.
Yeah, exactly. Just saw the news. Gene, you might appreciate this one. Jerry has reached out to Dion about interviewing for the Cowboys. Phil's on a cruise. Phil's on a cruise.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
Well,
I trade Dak for that first pick too. He could probably do it. Like if you tell me right now, who's got the first pick in the draft?
Patriots. No.
Patriots. They don't need a quarterback.
They don't.
Well, all right, so what's the next team that needs a quarterback?
The Giants.
You mean you reach out to the Giants right now and be like, give me their pick? Like in the
they
draft.
Could get they could change their franchise for a long time if they got rid of that first pick. If New England traded out of it.
Jerry Jones is the problem with Dallas. I don't mean to get on the tangent.
100%, man.
Personally, since Jimmy Johnson has been gone, Jerry Jones, they've got the residuals off of a Jimmy Johnson team, but after that, when he started making all the decisions, Jerry Jones has been
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee got one.
Yeah,
they might pick a quarterback. So if you go up to Tennessee and be like, hey man, we'll give you Dak Prescott for that number one. Do you do it if you're in Tennessee? If you go to Cleveland can't do it because they can't take Dak's contract with what's his faces.
Yeah, Watson.
So does Cleveland take a quarterback? Like, I don't know, man. If I'm the Giants,
you have to. You know what? They have to take a quarterback. I know this sounds crazy, but they have to take a quarterback.
Yeah, because they can't get one free agency. They can't. It's not possible to have that Watson with another. But
this is a bad class. Outside of Shadur and Cam Ward, there's the talent is not good.
If I'm Minnesota, dog, I sell McCaffrey to the Giants so fast, dog, and then draft Travis Hunter. And a heartbeat. Quarterback goes 1 and 2.
Yeah, quarterback goes 1 and 2. Tomorrow, McCarthy is a free agent.
No.
Today is the last day he's under contract. Is today.
No, McCarthy's a rookie, son.
No,
Mike
McCarthy.
Coach.
Mike
McCarthy. No, I'm talking about the quarterback
from Minnesota.
If I'm them, man, I trade Minnesota. I try to trade that quarterback they drafted last year in the first round to the Giants.
Get rid of him.
And then pick up Hunter.
They wanted him anyways. Remember, they were kind of eyeing JJ anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would 100% see if they do it because there's not going to be a quarterback left at 3 for Giants. Bro.
Yeah. Cody's talking about what's not being talked about is that drive, 17 plays, 93 yards. Yeah, it was 7. This was the second drive, our second drive of the game. Yeah. 17 plays, 92 yards, resulted in a touchdown. That was huge. 7 first downs on that. That's crazy. Cliff Kingsbury was doing well. Yam says number one key that won anything was our time in possession. Yep, sure was. 44 plays. How has Tampa been with time in possession throughout the year? They've been doing pretty well with that, generally speaking.
It's been about like it was this game, to be honest. I mean, when the Bucs win, they win big, and you saw like the game against Kansas City, the the game against San Francisco, these are games that just came out kind of flat, and they weren't as dynamic as they could be. Just like this game here, they just came out flat. They just weren't making the plays that you normally see from them. But again, I do have to give credit to Washington and what they were able to put together and come in and get that win.
Yeah, that's I appreciate that, man. That's good, man. Marcus, what's up? Says what's up, family. Marcus is running SportsView 2 on Facebook. Make sure you please go check him out. Ryan, brother, thank you so much, man. Always appreciated the super chat. Never asked for it. Thank you so much. Yam said Stafford fumbled and Vikes ran it back for a touchdown. What do we got going on here? What's the score? Dev, you watching it? What's the score?
Hold on, the scoring on the screen. Yeah.
Oh man, you pulling for Jen? You pulling for the Vikings?
It was 10-0. That's a fumble.
You got a dog in that fight?
Yeah, Minnesota just
no, I don't. No, not really.
Yeah, I like Sam Darnold. I like the Sam.
Minnesota
just like Baker. I love the Sam Darnold story. I love that he's finally found a home and flourishing. So I want Sam Darnold to win that, man. I'm Sam Darnold and Baker, like those two guys.
3-10 Rams.
Did you see that picture I posted in the group chat of all the different Mayfield jerseys? That was pretty cool, huh? And I forgot that Baker and Sam were on the same Carolina Panthers team.
Yep, they sure were.
I forget. I think Sam was supposed to be the starter in that year, and Baker
Sam was the starter.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
They brought me in.
Yeah, and then look at them now, and they're both gone on different teams. Carolina, once again, another franchise that can't get out of their own way. But Bryce Young looks hopeful. I think he'll be the guy for them.
Yeah, but their owner's a psychopath too. He's like Jerry Jones, sort of. And
he like Dan Snyder was, throwing drinks at people in the stands, and that guy's a clown. But again, David Tepper.
David Tepper. Yeah. So you just got to hope that, these guys can get that coaching staff and get in the right system that, they can show what they can do. Kind of like Bo Nix I didn't expect Bo Nix to do what he did in Denver. But, when you got a head coach like a Sean Payton that, put all that stuff together, that's good things are going to happen. It's kind of the same situation with Dan Quinn here. And, you got a new ownership and you guys got kind of a clean slate.
Yep, for sure. Wanted to ask you, what's the vibe? What do you think the vibe is like in Tampa's locker room? Like, given the potential people on contracts that are expiring, there's talk about coordinators leaving. Like, what do you think the players are thinking right now?
You know what? I don't really get into that too much, and I'll tell you why. We have a really good general manager in Jason Light. Yeah. And I just let Jason Light cook in the off season, and he brings in the players that you see on the field. He supplies the coach with the players that they need. Case in point, last year, nobody expected the Bucs to go to the playoffs last year with Baker Mayfield. The Bucs went out and put the beats on the Eagles, and they lost that game against Detroit in the playoffs. And, nobody expected that. So at a time, normally I used to panic, but now, general manager's doing his thing. This is where he earns his money. And I just kind of sit back and just, hey, it's what's going to happen is going to happen. Yeah. So I'm just curious to see how everything goes, what contracts they get signed, because normally if you watch the Bucs, if you pay attention to them, their free agency is re-signing the draft picks that they've the players they've drafted.
Yeah,
that's their free agency, and then you sprinkle in some of these other players that they bring in. So it's like I said, I just kind of sit back. Let's see what the general manager does, and that's who we're going to roll with. That's who the fans are going to roll with when the season starts.
It's crazy. One of the things that I can always remember with the Bucs is that they've always had some badass linebackers. I feel like it's been in the pedigree of the Tampa Bay Bucs to have linebackers that are just monsters. I'm talking about, Hardy, going back to Nickerson, going back like a long lineage of linebackers. And I don't think that's changed. I mean, I don't know how long Levante David is a free agent, what they said, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he could be, he should resign. I hope he resigns.
But me too.
He's really good. Indian Lake Prescott's racked up too many injuries. If I'm Cowboys, I'm going in a different direction. If I'm the Cowboys, I continue to play him, but that would be the unwise thing to do. We want to jinx the Cowboys. Jason Donaway said, "What's up? We need C-Rod in Detroit." Yeah, so we have Chris Rodriguez. He's one of our running backs. We didn't see him. He's the only running back who seems to be able to do anything lately, and he was inactive for the game. It was kind of shocking. So a lot of us are on the bring Chris Rodriguez. We call him C-Rod back in. Thanks for all the updates in the chat, guys. Yeah, and wants the Vikes to win so they can destroy the Eagles. I don't know if you watched the Eagles game, but man, Jalen Hurts is one more hit away from getting scrambled egg bread.
Yeah.
He got concussed again. He just didn't look right.
Yeah, I don't think they should have played him. I don't think he was ready.
Yeah.
I don't think he was ready to come back.
He just looked off. I mean, they still won, but he just looked off. And another funny thing, I had Saquon Barkley on an anytime touchdown parlay, like hundreds of other millions of people in the world did. And apparently it was the most played parlay this year was Saquon anytime touchdown and the Eagles winning. And when he slid with 20 seconds left with the wide open field in front of him, it broke social media for about 90 minutes. I don't know if you saw that, Dev, but he had a wide open field in front of him to score. Did you see that, Dev?
Yeah, I seen he took off running and slid. It messed my parlay up too, by the way.
Yeah,
it didn't mess my parlay up, but it messed my FanDuel fantasy.
That's another one. Derek Brooks. Yep. Jack Attack says he doesn't think anyone expected Washington and Denver to be as good as they are. Yeah.
Denver wouldn't have won the playoffs if the Chiefs hadn't set everybody at the end of the year.
They wouldn't even made it.
Yeah, they wouldn't have made it. And the Cincinnati would have made it, and that would have been a way harder match for Josh Allen tomorrow Saturday.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know, Deb. What did you think about the Lattimore and Evans?
Yeah, like I said, I give it average. I mean, I expected him to make some plays, man. But like I said, it almost became predictable, and I think we kind of figured it out in the second half. That every time he was in motion in that trips or bunch type formation, they were doing a rub route to get him to a dig over the middle. And then if you were focused on him, they're throwing to the outside of McMillan. Every time they were kind of doing that, and they were getting it, but they were getting it and then getting tackled, which that's fine. So
I mean, first half
you can look at the stats. He only threw 2 incompletions and didn't throw but 150 yards or some shit.
Who?
Baker. What do you have?
Baker was 15 for 18.
And then he 140 something yards or something.
185.
185, right? I mean,
so
if you had told me that he should have thrown 30 times.
Yeah, you would think about it because Evans was 5 for 60, 5 targets, 5 receptions, 66 yards in the first half. So Lattimore left the game. They hamstring probably still. And then they took different approaches to cover Mike Evans, kind of dropped into a zone, put Mike Sammer still on him. I don't even know if BSJ got his uniform dirty yesterday, but the Lattimore story, I think, is done for this season. I don't think we're going to see Lattimore again. Still under contract, so we got him. But people are up in arms about Marshawn Lattimore. I know we had a lot of smack talk with the highlight reels playing from when he was on the Saints, but it turned up to being a nothing burger, and Evans won he won the best of them, and that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Let me ask you this, Gene. Where do the Buccaneers go from here, man? You know, there's a list of people that we talked about that are free agents. There's a lot of factors coming in. I don't know where you guys are in the draft.
Number 19.
19. Okay. Where do the Bucs go from here?
To me, you got to work on that linebacker core. There were a lot of injuries, and with the loss of Devin White, who was a huge factor with the Super Bowl, it's just like he's, they still haven't found a replacement for him. I think linebacker is going to be huge, in the draft or free agency. Again, this is one of those things I love to sit back and watch Jason Light cook. I think that's kind of where you start. Edge rusher, getting a quality edge rusher in there is going to be equally as important. I don't feel like the pass rush was doing as much as that it really should have. Jayden seemed very comfortable in the pocket, and to me, it's one of those things where you got to get pressure on the quarterback. Every year you got to get home with 4. The way Todd Bowles runs his defense, You got to get home with 4 so you can take some of the pressure off of your cornerbacks and your secondary and your linebacker core if they're in there getting pressure on the quarterback. So you didn't see a whole lot of that. And again, it's just one of those things. I know that they have to work on that edge rush, getting that cleaned up.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it changes everything. It really does, especially against a guy like Jayden. Just for context, here are the free agents: Levante David, Chris Godwin, who we wanted to pick up. Chris Godwin, was it last year or year before last? I can't remember when he was a free agent or he was on a franchise tag. But a couple of other guys I'm looking at. Sterling Shepard's a kind of a journeyman here.
The stone-handed devil.
Yeah, Kyle Trask, Florida guy. Florida. He's a Gator. Any Shaq Barrett? Any of those other guys stick out to you besides Levante David and Chris Godwin?
Again, I really want them. You got to get with the youth movement. These are players. Chris Godwin is the one that sticks out to me. Chris Godwin, and I would love to see Levante come back. More so, just more for sentimental, but because he's still playing at a high level, compared to other linebackers around the league. But Chris Godwin was huge in defeating Washington. He played an integral part, just the way that Baker was using him underneath. And once you take that away and, you're stuck, it's just such a steep drop off from Chris Godwin to our number 3, number 4 wide receiver. So Chris Godwin would be somebody I would love to see them get a hold of.
Marcus says Tampa has 11.5 cap space. Man, we have 110, 108, which is crazy because, like I said,
next year.
we got nobody. It was crazy.
The salary cap is a myth, though.
It is a myth. It can be manipulated. It's a shell game. You can divert money. You can put money into signing bonuses.
And the New Orleans Saints are a key reminder that the salary cap is a myth. You see the players that they continue to bring in. I saw Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the, under center. So again, if you're going to make moves, you're going to make moves. So
yeah, yep. Marcus says Lattimore isn't totally healthy. He is not. We won't see his trade impact till next year. That's right. Jack Attack says only difference it took Broncos longer to clinch a spot and they were routed by Buffalo. Yep. Indian Lake says we won the game because Jayden kept the chains moving. Time of possession. Sure enough, man. We've been talking about it. Tomlin to Tampa. What, Ryan? I mean, the Steelers already announced they're keeping Tomlin unless they trade him. The Steelers are one of those franchises that, like the Patriots, they've only had like 3 coaches in their entire existence. But there's no talk of Todd Bowles. Is Todd Bowles on the hot seat?
Man, there were just some there. It's been out there. I'll put it that way. It's been a lot of fans that have been beating the drum. For me, I mean, the Bucs have gone to the playoffs more with him than a lot of other head coaches that are in the NFL. I think he's tied with John Gruden with playoff appearances, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going off the. I'm not at my computer. Yeah. But
he gets a lot of 9 and 8s, 8 and 8s back in the day, but he gets there, right? He just doesn't go all the way, which is the fans get really pissed off about it. But Jim Sleazy, what up, fellas? Phil, you're looking great. You know what? Just for this, we're gonna share Phil's reaction video from this cruise ship. I'm not sure if he wants us to do this or not, but we're going to share it. He's a little, he's having a good time. Let's put it that way. This is them reacting to the final
3
play of the
seconds
game.
left. We got chip shot field goal. Come on, Zane Gonzalez.
This is how we were all feeling.
The doink.
Let's do
Why does
this.
it sound like Richard Simmons?
Let's do this. Yes! Yes!
Yeah. That's good time. Good times had by all. Good job. Thank you for sharing that with us, Phil. Ben Harlow, what's up, Ben? Appreciate you popping in, man. Good to see you. Yam says, just on another stat, Terry is either first or second in every contested catch. Yes, sir. And here it is right here. He is, let's see, full screen. There you go. He's first in receptions, first in yards, first in reception touchdowns. Let me get out of this. First in receiving EPA, second in catch rate over expected. Tight windows is equal to one, the separation of less than 1 yard. So, Dav, this is a stat we were talking about with Terry for a long time, that quarterbacks had a hard time getting the ball. And we always chalk this up to maybe Terry's just not getting open. He's not getting separation. But I don't know what's changed besides being paired with the quarterback who's kind of accurate and can get you the ball in that tight window.
And he can read defenses too.
Yeah.
Having a quarterback and Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, and schemes matter.
Once they start moving him around, because he did all this with a very slow start to the year.
He did.
Yeah. So,
And you look at Kingsbury, he's got an upgrade from who's the quarterback in Phoenix or Arizona? Yeah,
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray. So Daniels is a major upgrade from what he had to work with in Arizona.
Yeah.
So, of course, he's going to be able to work wonders with him.
Yep. Straight up. So let's go on to we have a couple bits we do after games. We'd love to hear your take on it from a Bucs perspective, but guys in the chat and everyone, let's talk Overreaction Monday. So Commanders, we won 23-20. What's our overreaction for Monday? Gene, let's start with you, man. As a Bucs fan, this is a tough loss for you guys. You guys are favored by 3. What's an overreaction for you? Like I said, it's overreaction. It doesn't have to be, it can be mythical. It can be off the wall, off the cuff. It don't have to. Overreaction. That's what we do it. What you got for us?
Overreaction. I'm pretty even keel, so I don't know.
There you go. That's a good overreaction, John. Bleeding Burgundy podcast, 2 games from the Super Bowl. There you go.
There you go. Washington wins it all. Washington wins by 2 touchdowns over Detroit.
There you go. We're out the gate as a 10-point underdog so far. That could change with the line, but 10 points. That's huge in the playoffs, man. Huge in the playoffs.
Yeah.
What about you, Dev? Overreaction Monday.
That we can't run the ball.
Look at Yam. B-Rob is cooked. There were some plays yesterday where the front 4 of Tampa were in the backfield as B-Rob was getting the ball. So I felt bad for him, but at the same time, on the opportunities he did have, he didn't make much of it. So it's hard to judge the run game against that Tampa front 4, man. It's just a reality. But
yeah, I think you'll get a better indicator against Detroit. You know, you may see a little bit more.
No Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah,
I think Detroit's still banged up on the defensive side too. I haven't checked in lately, but
yeah.
Tia says JD5 or CJ Stroud in the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's a good one too. My overreaction, I don't know, man. This one's tough. Like I said when we started, we're playing with house money. I don't think that I'm not going to be mad if we lose. I'm going to be happy if we win. We weren't even supposed to be here, so it's all, like I said, house money with us right now. It's hard to put up an overreaction there, but I would just go towards our run game is cooked. We haven't had a decent run game in. It's been a while. Outside of Jayden, we cannot run the ball. So I'm going to stick with my hat on the overreaction money. Is our run game is toast, unless Chris Rodriguez comes in. But he could have the same results as Brian Robinson. Marcus, I'm not sure if this is an overreaction or you're just being honest. Washington defense played great. I think they did play pretty great. Overall yardage allowed. They allowed 284 total net yards to the Bucs. We had 350. So I think we kept that offense under wraps for the most part. Overreaction, Lattimore's trash. Bro, Lattimore is getting cooked in Washington circles yesterday, Gene. I don't know. I mean, just
he's not 100% healthy either.
Cooked.
I think that's the big problem. He's coming off of a hamstring injury. Those things are hard to recover from, number one. And, you've got the psychological of, re-injuring. So there's a lot that goes into it. Not making excuses. I'm just telling you from a player's perspective. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that's going through his mind. I think he's not 100%. And I think, as Washington continues to go through the playoffs, he'll get a lot better. I think you'll see a better production out of him next week. If he's healthy, I think you'll see a little bit better play out of him next week.
Straight up. All right, Gene, we're gonna let you go, man. Want to thank you so much for your time and joining us, man.
Yeah, I
Great
definitely
season for
want
you
to.
guys.
I want to have you on when we get to the draft. I'd love to get your perspective on after everything dies down and all the
Yeah.
free agent moves are done, and I'd love to sit down with you guys and and talk draft.
Hey, for sure, man.
Yeah,
Straight up.
we used to have a draft party too, man.
Yeah. I get invited to them all the time, and I like what you guys do, man. I think you have a great show.
Yep.
This is
Likewise.
the live streaming and being able to do this. I prefer this over the mainstream media. I don't
Yeah.
watch ESPN. I don't watch CBS Sports or Fox Sports or any of that. I strictly run with podcasters because you're more invested in your team
Yep.
than these guys putting out these narratives, and they don't understand the teams. They just get a piece of paper and they have to read off of it. But you guys are actually invested in your team, so
Yep.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate what your show is doing. And you have some great fans that are in here in the
Yeah.
chat that
Shout
are
out chat. Shout out
chopping it
chat.
up. Yeah.
Yep. Appreciate you, man.
Why do you think I don't think I'm not hear you answer it. Why do you think we were able to just hold the ball so long on you guys?
As I mentioned, I mentioned in the first time I came on, is the defense scares me because the defense just has not been consistent all year. They're not getting a pass rush, and again, it's just getting 3 and outs, getting this team off the field is gonna. I knew it was gonna be a challenge just based on some of the games that I've seen in the bottom end of the season. Just how Washington was able to move the ball. So I would give a lot of the credit to your offensive coordinator and the schemes that you guys put together. Just they saw stuff on the field and they were able to exploit it and move the ball down the field.
I feel like you guys were like a second late on everything. Like the handoff fumble, just like a little bit a step off, or like the dude grabbed Jayden's towel when the quarterback sneaked at the very end, like just a second away, or the pass to Eckler over Diabate's head, just a second. I felt like there was just a second off, man. I felt like just the odds were in our favors this time. All the bad karma. I've seen some places where some Bucs fans are like furious at Baker. They want him out of there. I'm like, what did that guy do to lose?
But I'm even keel. I've seen worse quarterbacks. We had Jameis Winston for 5 years, and it's either a pick six or a touchdown. And those are your only two choices that you get with him. So I like the consistency from Baker. I'd be good with him if he came back. So I'm
Is he a free agent?
No, I'm just saying, when his time's up, I'm looking forward to what he can do, and again, seeing what the general manager puts behind him to help us win some games.
Straight up. All right, Gene. We'll tell the boys you said hi, man. J-Lo Tones, the rest of those guys, tell them we said hi. We'll see you come draft time, man.
All right, I'll be looking for you.
Yep. Happy 2020 425 season, man. We'll catch you on the flip side.
All right, good luck.
All right. Peace, Gene. Take care. Shout out to Gene for joining us, man. He had to run off a little early. There we go. We'll stick with this one. We'll do this one.
Gain weight. Shit.
B-Rob needs to gain weight. Think so?
I just think he needs to. Something's up with him.
I always chalked it up to vision. I always thought it was a vision thing because we talked about it before. He just doesn't seem to be hitting the holes, like we think he should. But whatever, it's all good.
My son is a very big Minnesota fan, man.
Yeah. Be easy, bro. Ben Harlow checking out. You guys noticed Buccaneers gave the chat credit, man. Chat's undefeated. John says Wagner's fumble recovery, top 10 play in team history. I think it has potential. Top 10 play. That's a bold statement, Colin. I like it.
The top 10 play in our team history is that quarterback sneak that sealed it, or the doink that went in.
Yeah, well, I don't.
Hey, I know Trump trying to get rid of all the Mexicans, dog, but keep Gonzalez, dog. Keep that nigga here.
Hail to the doink. Team knockout. What's up? Last real good run game was Tennessee. It was.
Take me to another place.
Oh.
What's that? Why to go against you?
Oh. Let me understand your plan. It's great, man. Arrested Development. Good group. Tennessee and what was the other one? Mr. Wendell.
Yeah, Mr. Window. Yeah.
C-Rod comparison isn't fair because he carried a fraction much. That's true. And B-Rob, put his body through a lot. Laddie's gonna be fine. I think he just wasn't ready, but it was the Evans matchup, so he came back. I really think it was. Ryan says people are going harder on him, but he had to adjust his socks, shoes, and hair all before the kick. That's his OCD, man. Like the people who've never seen him play are posting things on Twitter like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? And we know this is just what he does as part of his routine. And people had to actually correct all these mainstream media people. Like, it was stupid, man.
Yeah, we done this a long time ago.
Yeah. Tia says, where is the draft? The 2025 NFL draft is Tennessee.
Is it?
No. Lambeau Field, April 24th to 26th. Green Bay. By the way, shotguns. You could get a Glock. You could get a Glock Dookie today too, bro. Yep.
I don't think he had the Green Bay beat the Eagles, man. I don't think he had it.
He just chimes in and says it. Fred, what's up? Fred, overreaction. Lattimore isn't 100%. He wasn't, man. That hammy was not right. It was obvious. And then eventually he left the game. Did he leave the game in the first quarter? I think he left the game in the first quarter. Fallen all-time great, and two coaches don't put guys not capable of those situations. He'll be fine. Yep, I think he just came back a little prematurely, but we all wanted it. We've all seen the hype videos. We've all seen the Saints Lattimore, lockdown Evans. What can you do? John says when you see them spying Jayden with two guys, they're trying to defend the rest with 9. Yeah, towards the end, they had the little highlight tickers on these guys, 2 guys on Jayden, and it left who came across the middle to catch that ball? Was it Terry or OZ? I can't remember. Or Diami. I can't even remember now. So excited. But left the middle wide open. It was great. Baker literally just put up MVP convo this year. What the fuck? Yeah, he was. Baker did the damn thing this year, man. I love Baker. Love Baker and Sam.
I ain't heard him MVP shits, but I guess
earlier in the season he was up for MVP. He fell as the season went down. He kind of slowed down his production, but 16-3 Rams. Oof.
Yeah,
Rams know what they're doing, man. Friggin'
they must have got pick 6. I'm watching it right now live. Yep, there's
Stafford.
There's a fumble before a touchdown. That went. Darnold fumble before a touchdown. That's where the 16-3 came from. Yeah, I just saw it live.
Yeah, says I feel bad. All the people giving Zane grief for his antics. I couldn't tell, but it wants to
Hold on. Do we get to play? The Rams if they win?
No, we are playing Detroit no matter what in Detroit. I was looking up tickets yesterday, Dev. Standing room only. 716. Standing room only.
I might. Listen, I'm telling you right now, if Washington goes to Super Bowl, dog, I'm pawning something. Something's gonna happen.
Oh, I'm finding a way.
I'm finding a way. At least to be in the city, dog. I'm finding something's gonna happen, dog. I gotta make it, dog. If there you go.
So 716 is what I saw on SeatGeek for standing room only. 833 was the cheapest. Sit your ass in a seat.
We putting Phil on the corner, dog.
We are, man. OnlyFans, Husky Muscle. Follow him on OnlyFans, Husky Muscle.
Daddy needs Super Bowl tickets.
Jim Sleazy said, I was going to be disrespectful to the sucking ear dude, but I thought it best not to act like a Philly fan, like that dude Ryan Caldwell. Yeah, did you see that?
But think about this. How many times do people get caught cunts at fucking Lincoln Field, dog?
The girl is just watching the game. There is no need.
I always just feel special for her. How many times motherfuckers get cussed out in Philly, dog? They do batteries at Santa Claus.
Oh, nigga. I know.
Santa Claus, bro.
But you know what? Hey, actions have repercussions. Don't call people the C word at stadiums.
Right,
no, it ain't all right.
It's okay.
And you can't. I don't think it's fair.
I don't think it's fair. I don't think that you should 100%. I don't think you should definitely call anybody names. But I mean, what's the difference in her calling her a name and me a name? Who gives a shit, dog? People get caught. If we was to condemn everybody in Lincoln Financial Field for calling somebody a cunt, dog, everyone in there will be fucking fucked up.
That's why they have a jail in their stadium. A holding cell,
multiple holding cells.
No, Philadelphia the link has a jail inside of it. That's a well-known thing.
It's not for like people just berating.
No, I'm just talking about it's different to call.
I wouldn't take my wife to a game in Philly.
I don't know, man. It just seemed a little overboard. I don't care, dude. Sounds like a piece of shit. So
I mean, definitely is a piece of shit, man. Nobody. I mean, hell, we've made fun. I mean, I've made friends with people on the opposite teams at games, though.
Yeah, I forgot this. Baker's trucking of like 5 dudes. He trucked Wagner.
Wagner, yeah.
Wagner got the ball back. Yeah, good call, Ryan. That was a good one.
He had to live it down. That's the only way he's gonna live it down.
Overreaction, well deserved. Deami Brown gets paid. Dynamic, first down, Deami Brown, or first down, put it on the ground, downtown, almost threw a touchdown, Deami Brown. There you
go. Outbound, division round.
Yeah.
Deami Brown.
Rams are brutalizing the Vikings. Oh, damn.
They are. They ain't beating them like they stole something. They beating them. They beating them like Joy Taylor beat Skip Bayless's
Balls.
Brian
Branch will be shadowing Jayden. Should be a good one.
I ain't worried about it. I mean, you know, we've already played our last 6 games. Defense has been better than the Lions, bro.
Yeah. All right, guys. John says, "Cunt is the name of the beer they brew in the stadium." Probably.
Yes, I don't even understand like what's so word about it. Cunts are cool. I don't know.
Come on, man. Fred, love you guys. We deserve this time. Can't wait till Saturday night. Yes, Saturday night's gonna be dope, Fred. Dope. Hey, man, let's pawn something and I'll find our way out. If the Commanders beat the Lions, all right, we're gonna play the winner of Philadelphia and the winner of tonight's game. Let's just say the Rams. So we'll play the winner of Philadelphia and LA. So fix may be in. I texted in the group chat earlier. It was in the script for LA to win this tonight. They led off the game with all the fire stuff, and shout out to everyone out there. Prayers up. Hope they're doing all right. But I think it was in the script for LA to win this game tonight. If you saw the beginning of the game, they're singing, "This is my fight" song with all the fire stuff in the background, and LA strong. Yeah, so I feel like it was just in the script. I don't know what else to say. J-Lo, hey fellas, congrats on your win. Fun game, even though my team lost. Appreciate you, man. Gene was great. Good luck. Thank you, man. Good luck in the draft. We'll see you guys come draft time, man. We'll chop it up.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. All right, guys, let's talk stock up, stock down. This is a playoff game. We still do the same thing. Who stock went up and who stock went down? I'll start off. Deami Brown, stock up, dude. Stock up for Deami Brown. His final stats, he was Deami Brown, 5 targets, 5 receptions, 89 yards, average 17.8 and a touchdown. So he was 100% catch rate. Deami Brown gets my stock up. Stock down is tough. I don't want to give it to Marshawn Lattimore because dude was injured. He still had seven combined tackles. Hard to give a stock down because I feel stock down a run game. I'll give it to like a conglomerate. Run game, 2.8 yards per carry, man. Unfucking satisfactory. We can't do that. Can't do that. John said they lit Scarsdale on fire in solidarity. Yeah. TS is stock up, Deami Brown, stock down Lattimore. Yep. Let's hope Lattimore is just injured, though. Jeremy Chin, good call, John. Stock up, Jeremy Chin. He did fantastic. Dev, who you got for stock up, stock down?
Up is obviously Jalen. Not that he can go up. I'll tell you why. That's too easy. Stock up Eckler. Made some plays at the end, man.
You and Fred agree.
Yeah. Stock down. I'm gonna go. It's too easy to say B-Rob again.
Ben's got Deami. Fred's got Deami.
I'm gonna go offensive. I'm gonna go offensive line, man. Like y'all gotta
down.
Yeah, y'all gotta get it together. I don't know what happened. If there's some injuries or some sicknesses going on the line, but it's out of shape, bro. We got to get that together.
Yep. Indian Lake, stock up X, stock down Payne. Payne was actually having a pretty good game till
he came back in too after he broke the hand and made a play. I think he made a play.
Yeah, he was
doing a play breaking that hand. He made one of the plays of the game, breaking that hand.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at it. Allen made some plays.
He did.
Jazir Newton made some plays. Like he timed the snaps on those goal lines, right?
Yeah.
On a show yardage.
And he pushed a couple guys after play a couple times. It was kind of nice.
Yeah.
John's got stock down John Bates. The guy has lost confidence. I think it wasn't after a drop. Didn't he drop like a gimme? And then he just kind of hasn't been all the way right ever since.
He was wide open for that touchdown at first one we got too, I think, and he had it off or some shit like that.
Jim's got stock up Deami. Boom, stock down Laddie. DM's got Mikey stock up. So Mikey finished with not a huge stat line, but I feel Mikey was flying all over the place.
He made a touchdown 7 play on McMillan.
He did. Stock down Allegretti. Yeah, I mean, Wiley struggled. Penalties out of position. Biotis played pretty good.
The legal man upfield that wiped the touchdown off, right?
Yeah.
That man was maybe on Jayden. He probably should have ran. Like I think that's
they pushed too far up and they weren't tracking
he was like 10, 15 yards down the field, man. He was like he expected to run and ran all the way down the field, bro. He was almost deeper than the running back that caught the ball. It was whoever caught it.
Yep.
Is that Oz' touchdown got called back too? I feel like he gets off. I think he has to lead the league in most touchdowns called back, bro. He's got to be.
I can think of 2 that got called back.
That was the Osborne, right? Went up that illegal man on field. I could be tripping.
I can't remember, man.
It's kind of doing on the team. What's he doing? Osgood. What's the name?
AJ Osborne. He was inactive.
The fuck did he do? What? I could have made that money. Y'all could have signed me. I could have made that money, dog, and got some best seats in the house.
So when Phil gets back, guys, he comes back on Saturday. So we'll probably see him. We'll see him post game pod on Monday because we're continuing to play. Just make sure we give him. Just take the Ami Brown and just all the way. Make sure Phil feels the wrath of the Ami, regardless of what happens. We gotta let Phil know how well the Ami did.
Suck on it.
Yes. Suck on this at one time. Marcus said Brandon Coleman had a bad knee last night. He was struggling with how do you pronounce his last name? Diaby. And then did you see Diaby almost folded Jayden's knee in half? Did you see it? I was getting RG3 playoff vibes again, man. But luckily Jayden's like Gumby, dude. He just popped right back up. But he was falling down and fell right on his knee, man. It was terrifying. Ryan's got stock down Lattimore. Ryan's still waiting for Luke to catch something. He might be trade bait. I don't know if he's trade bait because if he hasn't done anything, he's been okay with kick returns, but maybe he'll get a step up next year when Ozzie or Noah Brown or I don't know who you got to let go now because now all these guys are kind of in the running to be re-signed. Who do you let go? I think you resign. Nah, I think you re-signed De'Ami Brown, dude.
That's it. And Oz. Everybody else is gone, dog.
Yeah, you can probably let Noah Brown and Jamison Crowder go.
Yeah.
Fred's got stock down Quan Martin.
Bring Crowder back because he's mostly here for kick return or punt return plays.
No one's really probably going to want him.
Yeah.
Like the way we want him anyways. Fred's got stock down Quan Martin, read the slant, but did look back for the ball. Easy 100-yard interception. I think he's talking about on the Mike Evans. Was it the Mike Evans touchdown? That quick slant. Had he turned around a half second later, the dude had it in his hand.
I think they were playing it where he let him go inside and Quan was supposed to wait on it. But I think he was a second late. I think it was just a second late.
Crazy. It was Wiley who was all the way up. Okay. Wiley. There we go.
That was a terrible.
O-line strategies. Let the defense run 15-yard wind sprints in our backfield. By the end of the game, they'll be spent. That's a technique, man. It's like the boxers say, get your hands so busted by hitting me in my face by the end of the match, you're going to be too sore to keep hitting me. So, all right, Yam. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Happy victory Monday. Let's do it Saturday, man. Do it Saturday. Appreciate you popping in. All right. Next, let's talk some good, bad, ugly, great. You want me to go first? You want to go first on this one, Dev?
Good. De'Ami Brown and our receiver stepping up. Bad, our running attack. Ugly.
Good job, Ben.
Our penalties, which put us behind the stick. It's hard to. Well, that leads me to my great. Our great would be we scored every drive but the 2 that we went for it on 4th down.
Yeah.
It almost was a disaster because if we had lost that game when we leaving 6 points on the board,
there would have been a lot of questions with coaching.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been a very sick offseason, man. We had to suck on that one for a while.
Yeah,
like on Wonderlust, suck on it.
Yeah.
Suck on it.
Another Paul Rudd reference, man. Where's Phil when we need him? Ryan said stock up the towel that was grabbed by that. Yeah, you see that? He grabbed the towel. He was chasing Jayden with the towel in his hand. You see that play?
He threw it down out of frustration.
No, O-lineman tried to tackle Jayden, grabbed his towel, and Jayden took off. And he's got the towel in his hand, and he's running after Jayden with the towel. I don't have the clip on.
Still get mad when he threw it down at the end of the play, though.
Did he? I don't know if I saw that one.
He threw it and hit somebody in the back of the head. It was funny as hell, man.
For me, the good, I will say time of possession, man. We were able to keep the Bucs off the field. We talked about this before. Total time possession. We read it earlier. I got to go back and read again. Anyways, we had 35 total minutes to our names, which really kept the Bucs off the field. And like Cody said earlier, that 17-play, 92-yard drive was just a thing of damn beauty, man. 35-26 to 24-34. That was good. The bad, I'm going to say checking Mike Evans in the first half with Lattimore. Like I said, he's injured, but it was just a bad performance overall, collectively. Not his fault. A little bit his fault. The ugly, the running game, dude. We have no running game. I know it's hard to judge the run game against the number one running defense in the NFL, but this is not sustainable. 2.8 yards per carry with Jayden, your leading rusher, like the last 5 games. That is not sustainable. He can't do this and keep surviving. So figure it out. Figure it out. John says, must go. Morning comes early. Y'all be good. John, thank you so much, man. We're all tired. Thanks for popping in, brother. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys go check out the Bleeding Burgundy podcast on YouTube. Him, Jesse, and Scotty doing some great things over there. So appreciate you, John. Thank you much. I'm just going to say this here. I may have been the only one who truly believed Deami was going to finally play this year. Phil hated me for it. Dynamic Deami.
No, I was on there too. I told everybody he was going to have a good year. Nobody listened to me, dog.
I started off the Deami train, but once the preseason hit, I was on it.
I told y'all he got new parenting. This would happen, and y'all didn't believe it.
I will give you the credit. You were the first one on the train here. I think I was second, and Phil never got on the train.
Phil's still not on the train, bro.
Phil's still not on the train.
He's at the station still.
Yes. Marcus says, if the Packers release Jay Alexander, Washington signed him to a 1-year contract. That'd be dope. My ugly
Louisville.
No. So I had my good as now I forgot what my good was. My bad was the running. It was not checking Mike Evans. Ugly was the running game. Great. Man, Jayden Daniels again and Terry, dude. Jayden Daniels is unfucking phased, man. The boogeyman, certified boogeyman, dude. Nothing.
Wop.
What's the sound effect? This is really, I got this for Phil, but the Prowler from Across the Spider-Verse. They need to start playing that music when he comes out, dude.
Childish Gambino in the live version.
Team Knockout says sometimes Quinn gets a bit too risky with those fourth downs. We could have had a nice calm win if we just took those 2 field goals. Yeah, Knockout. We talked about this early on, man, and I'm a fan of. It's the playoffs. Your margin of error is so small.
85% chance to win it anyways this year.
I would have took the points. I mean, I get it. If you don't get it, you have them pinned inside their 5. It's like a really deep punt, right?
I'd have took those 6.
I would have took the 6 too. You're going against a number 5 scoring offense in the NFL. Granted, we were number 4, but still, it's the playoffs. Save that for later. And it worked out in our favor, but had it not worked out,
man,
there would be some people.
Year.
That's all off season. We all would be talking about is, man, that coaching decision. But it worked out. I'm not a fan. I wouldn't have done it. I would have took the 6. It's that simple. But that's just me. Ryan says, good. Coaching adjustments bad. The last kick by Zane. Ugly run game. Great, Jayden. That doink, man. Hail to the doink. I'm going to start trying to make that stick, man. Hail to the doink. He kicked that 52-yarder straight down the pipe. And then he makes that chip shot. It was an extra point. I think it was, what was it? 32? 32 yards? How long was that last kick? It was
30-something yards.
It was generically a chip shot, right?
Wow.
Hold on, guys. That last field goal, 37 yards. So it was just around the extra point. And he doinked it, man. Greg Delaney, what's up, Greg? Great first playoff win since 19 seasons. And the last time we won a playoff game was against Tampa Bay. with Sean Taylor we talked about this before, making that fumble recovery for the touchdown. That was the one. That was
they won.
Marcus, good. Diamond Brown, bad blocking, terrible run game. Great Jayden Daniels passing, including the best pass of the night to a one Austin Eckler. Wish I knew his middle name.
Denise.
Ryan said, sent you the link with the towel, Steve. Oh, snap. Okay.
He drives a Chrysler or some shit, man. That's making fun of living like in a
He does.
one-bedroom apartment and shit. That's making fun of him somewhere on the internet. I was like, man.
Kind of like Kirk, man. He lives humbly.
He
lives humbly.
Yeah, that one bedroom. That's somebody that got some child support issues right there. Dog. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah. Okay. There it goes. Okay. Let me play this. Hold on. This was Ryan. I'm gonna give me a second to cue this up because I'm not gonna get. We're gonna get copyrighted for that one, but I can pull this up on the all 22 film. It was 50. Was it 53 seconds left?
Yeah. Something like that.
All right, I'm gonna pull that one up. It was funny, dude, when it happened.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a really good game. I know it's probably gonna come on NFL Network tonight, so I'll probably if this game doesn't
here it is.
Good shot.
All right, here we go. Compliments of Ryan. Thanks for pinning that one for us. And here we go. We didn't do our film review today, but here's the play in question. 55 seconds left. Jaden's running. There's the towel. Look, he's running.
Throw down. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he is sitting in the back, dog. Look. Center he is 87. Look.
Bates.
Fuck it. Talent.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah,
he's watching from this side.
Three
tight ends, man.
That handoff might have worked. That was a throw right to Bates too, right?
Yeah, that play right there saved our ass.
It was wide open. If he got to throw it, I'm glad he didn't know. Fuck it. Look, the tight end wide the fuck open. Right there. Tight end's wide open. Yeah, that might be something, man. Going to the 10.
Set it up.
10, bro.
Set it up, right?
But
55 seconds. That was
upfield too far.
That was 3rd and 2. We were
71's probably upfield too far.
We were on the Tampa Bay 19, so we had 3 yards in front. Yeah, he probably. I don't know what the rule on that is completely.
Nah,
he could have did it.
Upfield, you can't pass the ball. Yeah, motherfuckers up 1 yard past the line of scrimmage.
That was funny.
Yeah, he's upfield.
Oh, bam! Throws a towel on him.
The offensive lineman was in front of the first down marker.
Yep, I love it. Tia's got a good tight end receiving core. Bad run game, ugly. Evans, great. Jayden extending plays. Yes. Sleazy's got defense held Baker under 200 for good. Passing bad. Lattimore ugly. O-line's killing JD in run game. Great. Shout out to Chicago, the gift that keeps on giving.
I'm not so sure it's the run. I'm not so sure it's the line.
And
if you look at the other running backs, they're averaging like 4 yards a carry for some reason since like week 4. You look at B-Rob, it's like 2.9. He's the only one having a problem.
Yeah.
It's not. It can't be the offensive line if he's the only nigga that can't run.
C-Rod can do it. We see me Nichols do it, but B-Rob has.
I think he's one of the guys that can lather it up.
He had 800, 750 rushing yards, but I will say we stopped pulling. Remember earlier in the year we talked about all the counter trays and the traps and the pulling. We stopped doing it, and is that the line's fault or is that B-Rob's fault?
I thought for the longest it was just because Eckler wasn't there and he was a better running back with Eckler out on the field with him. But then Eckler came back and I still haven't seen it. It's like he just stops at the line of scrimmage. Like as soon as he gets hit at the line, he just goes down, or it's a minimal effort. And I don't even think it's an effort thing. I don't want to imply that. I think maybe
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Maybe somebody got to shoot him in the leg again, dog.
I'm
joking. You know who'll never get shot? Eckler, because he drives a Chrysler. Nobody
That's
steals
right.
Up.
Greg says great playoff game or playoff wins since 19 seasons. Good, Downey Brown. Bad run defense. Ugly, the running game. So knockout. Yes, saying it. Eck lives cheap older townhouse like 10 minutes from me by the bubble. So he must be out in Ashburn, Fairfax, Loudoun County area. But I mean, he's only here on a 1-year deal. He's probably renting. Why would you buy something if you don't know if you're going to be here? Now we should resign. We should resign him 100%.
1,000%. He should retire here.
Yes, that dude should retire a Commander.
Yeah,
I love his wife, dude.
I think Wagner enrolled in Howard for the next 2 years, so he might stay. I think he enrolled in Howard or some shit. I was reading Wagner.
I hope so, man. Yeah, resign Eckler, resign Wagner. I'd have to look at who else is remaining free agents, but I love it. He's a humble dude. There's no point. His wife, Melanie, great follow on Instagram. She has her own Commanders game day outfit. I think she's a former dancer for the Chargers. Great follow on Instagram. Go check her out. Ryan says he was waving at the 2 Tampa Bay. Okay, there we go. All right, Marcus. Catch you later, man. We'll be back Thursday for
Bobby Wagner.
Lions, Talking Grit Lions podcast Thursday night with us. Kim, what's up, Kim? Yeah, guys, awesome win. Certified boogeyman. Helped us get through. We really needed it.
Wagner's taking his MBA coursework at Howard. So he might that's starting up after the season. So maybe he stays, man.
Oh, sign his ass, man. Whatever it takes. Jim Slee's actually getting yards in the first half. I think it just didn't work out the second half. First half stats for Brian Robinson. Let's see what we got here. Brian Robinson, 5 for 17 in the first half. I don't know. It seemed like he was getting more.
Nah, he might have one run for 8 of that or some shit. What's his long?
Brian Robinson long was 5 yards.
Right. Yeah.
10 for 16, averaged 1.6.
It might be ass, man.
Eckler was 8 for 27, averaged 3.4. Everyone else Jayden averaged 2.8. Eckler's 12-yard run was the longest of the game. So I don't know. Let's re-sign a solid document. Yeah, his wife is great. All right, let's give out some game balls. These are your balls to give away. Usually we do one offense, one defense, and special teams. But Dev, who you got, man? Who are getting your game balls today?
Gonzalez.
Hail to the doink. That's right.
Yeah. He gets a game ball.
It's a game ball.
Balls.
What about your other one? You gonna just give one?
I mean, yeah, I'm giving one game ball. It counts as offense and defense kicking. I don't know what side.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to give one to Jayden, I guess. You can give Jayden a game ball, obviously.
Yeah.
Wagner a game ball for making a play.
And
a game ball for breaking his finger and making a play. Like, it's all kinds of things.
You got to be cutthroat, right?
It was a legit team. I know that all the awareness goes on Jayden for the win, man. But Cliff Kingsbury honestly deserves a game ball, man, for calling those 4th and 1s and 4th and 2s and plays and making some good plays.
Yeah.
Diami Brown, throw a game ball his way.
Yes, sir.
We should give out 6 game balls, so I'm giving out 6 of them.
Balls.
Just keep giving them away, man. Keep giving them away.
Took him 8 balls, like 4 root balls over here, bro.
Oh man, Ryan said B-Rob caught passes. I have no idea why he can't hit the hole anymore. You know what? This happens to the best of us, man.
Yeah, No, I didn't have the best. The worst of us, actually. That dude, I don't know. I like B-Rob though. You can tell, you can see it on his face. He's like, man, we're winning, so I don't want to be an ass. But
right.
Like something's up. Something is up, man.
Kim's giving a game ball to Dayami. Greg's giving an offense game ball to Brown. Ryan says Brown, Wagner, and Zane defense. 2 no punts. Commanders fans showing up in Tampa. That's right. I'm giving one to Dayami Brown just because he doesn't ever get him. Give him one. Oh shit. Thumbs up.
But I know a lot of credit also has been, we held a team to 20 points, in the playoffs away, which, I guess you could give defense credit for that. But really, man, like I said, the reason I give it to Cliff is because the game plan to keep the ball in their hand was part of the defense. That's what helped the defense out.
Yeah.
Because you see, like statistically, on average, what he was doing to us, man. If you extrapolate that into 30 throws, man, he probably had 60.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
So I don't want to. And if you, I like to see the same game plan versus the Lions. I know we're early to talk about that, but I like to see the same game plan. Don't make mistakes. Keep the fucking ball away from them. Like
Yep.
because unlike Baker, well, just like Baker, Goff will throw one to you.
You mean pick?
Yeah, he'll give you a shot at it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll put one up for you, man. So we'll see.
But they also have explosive. They have explosive receivers. They got an explosive tight end, and they got an explosive running back.
That's what she said.
Jameer Gibbs, Sam Laporta, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like they got dudes at every level. Someone can get you everywhere. We're not quite there yet.
What are you talking about there? We got 11 All-Stars and 2 All-Pros and linebacker.
Yeah, but not a tight end and not a running back.
Which amazes me how the fuck we allow that much rushing yards with 2 All-Pros at linebacker.
Yeah, I mean Eckler is a running back, but I think didn't he get picked up as a returner? I thought he said returner.
All right, well, linebacker, we got 2 All-Pros.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Lions at offensive levels can hurt you. You know, they got Gibbs, Laporta, and St. Brown, who's a great wide receiver.
That's why you got 2 All-Pro linebackers. Stop the fucking run, guys.
That's right. My balls to Dayami and Wagner. There you go. Greg Glenn, offensive game all Brown, defensive game all Wagner. See, that's the common theme. Dayami Brown and Wags, dude. He seems to be getting all the love. Wagner. All right. At this time, you know what time it is, man. It's that time we give away the Glock Dookie Award. All right, Dev. Who gets your Glock Dookie Award for Wild Card Weekend?
The Giants. Hold on. And it's because Neighbors was enjoying the game of Washington winning the playoff game and not the Giants. The only time the Giants get to enjoy a playoff victory is when we do it as their friends, man. You have to be friends with us to enjoy playoff victories if you're a Giants fan, dog. Neighbors, if y'all don't know it, Neighbors, the wide receiver, the best player on the Giants team, was enjoying a playoff victory with Jayden Daniels. There he is.
There you go. He went live. He went
section.
Goes live on Instagram.
On Instagram with his favorite teammate, not on the Giants. Look at that. That's excitement from a Giants fan, Giants. Why ain't he doing that on y'all sideline?
Yep. That's y'all go home. Y'all go home. You know what's cool is though how good of friends they really are. Though.
I don't give a fuck what you say, dog. We're gonna be friends like a motherfucker. I'm not gonna.
It don't make it right.
Playoff game, and you in my division, and we rivals, and be on camera.
Yeah.
I watch that shit from home.
Giants fans are livid.
Are they for real?
They're lit just on social media. They're like, fuck this dude.
He'll be in DC in 4 years.
He will be a commander in no time. Straight up. People.
It's like the Brunson thing with New York. Like you've seen it coming.
Yeah. Dudes want out. They get it's simple.
Yeah.
Greg's giving Glock Dookie to John Allen.
Damn, John Allen, I thought played okay. Honestly,
I wouldn't say he played bad.
What was his stat line?
Great. John Allen's stat line was.
He shouldn't have no stat line, to be honest.
He doesn't have a stat line.
Right.
No stat line.
I seen him back there making plays, disrupting stuff, man. I thought Jazir Newton, he flashed for me though. Like when you needed him the most, he came through.
Johnny finished with a 2 tackle, 1 tackle for loss.
Yeah, that's what a defensive tackle stat line should look like.
They set records together, bro. It's business. Yeah, I think it's cool that Neighbors.
Yeah, I'm cool with them being friends, man. I just don't think he should have been on the interwebs, man. Like at a Redskins game, shouting for his friend, yelling, yeah, and all that shit, dog. Do that shit on the Instagram. Like, leave a note, like, hey, my boy won a playoff game. The end. Sit in the box.
Yeah.
Dog, you know what I'm saying? Hide yourself, fool. I mean, that's what I would do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on a way lesser scale, I had, like, some of my closest friends went to the Crosstown High School. And, you know, sometimes I go, when we didn't have games, I go watch their game. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't root for them. I ain't yell like, the Crosstown Rivals. I'm like, hey, good shot, bro.
Yep.
After the game, I tell him how good he did.
Ryan said it's the brotherhood. Untouched one love.
That's why these niggas.
And Harlow Wiley's getting the Dookie.
Everybody's soft these days, man. Everybody won't be friends with they damn
There was another play. I got to play up, queued up right here. So earlier in the game, you remember Lattimore got a PI on Evans. But if you look right here, Levante David essentially wraps up Zach Ertz, so he can't move. This should have been PI too. Watch. Look.
With the ball in the air, arms wrapped around, and we have
it never that there was no call. You can't do that. You literally can't do that. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't know how they got away with that one, but they got one, man. They got away with that one. Yeah. So Malik Neighbors, man, Glock Dookie Award, or not Giants fans, the Giants, not Malik Neighbors, the Giants themselves. Malik Neighbors can do what you do. I'm gonna go through see if I can find some more some good tweets, man. It was the tweets were on fire yesterday, bro. Like social media afterwards, I stayed up just watching social media. It was so cool just to watch all the national media just glaze us and give us it was great. Ryan said Glock Dookie goes to Brian Robinson. If he doesn't make it here, limited teams will pick him up. He's nothing special anymore. Man, Ryan, cutthroat. We got a couple other tweets I want to start. I want to just scroll through casually. Chase Daniel, Jayden Daniels is going to be the next great quarterback in this league. No punts, no turnovers on the road in a playoff game. There you go. 24 for 35, 268. This guy, Jayden Daniels being a bust is unbelievably obvious. There's so many receipts that I have, and I hope you guys do too, of people just going back and people are still saying Jayden is still not a good quarterback. And I'm like, how? Check out this stat line. Jayden Daniels has more games in his career where his team has 0 punts and 0 turnovers than the combined careers of Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, and Patrick Mahomes. Jayden, certified boogeyman. Second rookie and quarterback in NFL history to have 300 total yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in his playoff debut. I'm telling you, man, so many. Fourth quarter comebacks, NFL career, Jayden Daniels, 5-3. Look at that. Just keeps going, man. We do got to watch this one. We got to show this one. So this one was the post-game video.
Cardinals had the biggest arms I've ever seen in my life on it.
They're massive, dude. Massive.
That's belief, man. Our time. Our time. All right, you guys are bad motherfuckers. All right, and we said it was going to be about the ball tonight. So we got one more for you. On Saturday, three words came up. Saturday, 3 words came up: belief, brotherhood, and BU. For damn sure, we lived all 3 of them. Yeah. So let's take our show on the road again. Sir. Now you want to say something? Yep. All right.
Love it, dude. Love it. Love it. Love it. Terry McLaurin, the last drive before the offense. We're not giving them the ball back. Nick Allegretti said to hear that from a wide receiver in the moment is effing awesome. This one was Terry and Magic sharing the moment.
Oh, no!
Love that. Terry, man. So the social media team really, look at this, man. They were so good after the game. Because Jayden had that big cut on his face. They put the score. Social media team did it. What else do I got? This was Bram and
into the divisional round.
London.
Good, hold down, kick on its way.
Jesus, bro.
It is good.
You almost never played again to that era.
You hear how loud it was?
Yeah.
Good, hold down, kick on its way. It is good.
That's crazy.
The Cardiac Commanders are the Clutch Commanders. They do it
Clutch
again.
Commanders.
We'll see you in Detroit. And Jay Gonzalez kicks in the door and kicks us into the second round of the playoffs.
Oh, I love that, dude. Bram and London are a good combination. AG, what's up, AG? 13-5, unbelievable. Well, not on my bingo card, dude. If you said that before the season, I'd be like, you're smoking crack. No way.
Yeah.
James, do you know of a player Lattimore was livid about Evans' OPI?
Yeah, it wasn't an OPI. I watched it again on YouTube. Somebody had it. It wasn't it. It wasn't.
Yeah. And the fans really showed up in Tampa, dude. Fans just it was amazing. And look at this. Jayden was unfazed. The kick goes up. No emotion, dude. The dude like all right, I did my job. I knew it was going in. Unfazed, dude. Unfazed. Loved it. What else we got? Josh.
New vision, new owner with a strategy, picking the right people. First, our coach, Coach Quinn, Adam Peters, and then we all step out the way and let them do their job.
Talent, culture, and people.
There it is.
Talent, culture, and people.
So that's it. Don't make this about us. It's about those guys.
Yeah, well,
Matt, did you envision it happening this fast? 2 years?
Quarterback.
Quarterback.
How could you?
Got to get him quarterback.
We'll see you guys in Detroit. It's going to be cool.
Make it about those guys.
Yeah, I
This
love
man
that,
right-
dude. I love that. What else we got? Everyone's face during the kick, everyone's face after the kick. look at Tress. Oh man, nobody knew, man. Nobody
Got
knew.
resigned that guy too, by the way.
Tress. Oh yeah, what a great
Hey,
job.
I don't even
So-
think that's a question, all right. Like,
No, he's got to
I feel like
retire.
it might be though.
He got to retire Washington. Got to retire Commander, dude. Got to retire.
You want somebody to turn on you, get rid of Tress away, see what happens.
Yep. Deron Payne walk. Did you see the Deron Payne's X-ray?
Yeah.
Oh, nasty, dude.
This location, that's not bad though.
Brandon Coleman on what he was thinking when the kick sailed to their upright. I was thinking, oh shit, this is cool. Matthew McConaughey win. Commanders win. Congrats to Josh Harris, Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, the players and all fans. Been here since '74.
All right.
Christian McCaffrey with his brother Luke. That's a jersey in his hand. So I wonder if he gave him.
Hartman over there, the good-looking Hartman.
Oh, that's Sam Hartman for sure. Everyone, ladies love Sam, dude. Kay Adams on the train. Look at this. People already with the edits, man, going crazy with it. Divisional doink. We're not going to watch that again. Commanders are playing Take Over Your Trap in the Locker Room.
I don't even know what that is. I'm old.
I think it's a song. I don't know what it is either. But I mean, this was the call where they were talking about.
I don't think it's pass interference. I think
it's all within 5. They're just playing hard right there. That was the PI right there. So when he
no, he's talking about the one where Lattimore told that Evans was passing for him. There's another one where he catches a slant where he says he pushed out, but he didn't push out.
This right here is PI. Even the other stuff up front on the line right there, you cannot have your hands around his waist.
I mean, you can put your hands on the receiver, you just can't impede the way they're going.
You can't tackle him like that.
You can't tackle him. I think that was a pass interference. Yeah, I'm talking about he's talking about the other one.
Yeah,
that Lattimore said was a pass interference against Evans when it wasn't. If you watch it again, he just wouldn't.
Yeah. And this guy, man, March 13th. Look who he shit on. Eckler, all these Pro Bowl or All Pro.
All them guys got
honorable
mention. All them guys got honorable mention Pro Bowlers except for Dorrance Armstrong.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Kim said JD wanted to score 7. He did, but you know what? We scored what we needed to win. It's all good. AG says John Elway, Dan Marino, Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning did the same thing for their franchise. We have cap space and draft picks. That's the crazy part. We don't have any of that this year.
Dan Marino didn't do shit, by the way. He win not one fucking thing.
Neither
Andrew Luck. Neither one of those guys did anything.
No. John Elway won too.
Dan Marino was a Hall of Famer though, but Andrew Luck did nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think Super Bowls define whether you're great or not.
Oh, it does. It just didn't him.
It helps. I mean, Peyton Manning is a shit quarterback. He's going to make it to the Hall of Fame with 2 Super Bowls. He's not a good. Eli Manning. Manning. He ain't good. He's going to get in because he got 2 Super Bowl wins. It happens.
He made a few All-Star games though.
Yeah, but no one was ever afraid of Peyton.
Back when they mattered.
No one's like, oh shit, we're gonna play Eli Manning. Damn it, what are we gonna do? Nobody did that.
You didn't want to see Eli with a minute left in the game, bro.
Yeah, when he had OBJ and what's his name? Victor Cruz. Kicker choke, but it was close. I'm concerned. Yeah. If you had to give him opportunity to kick earlier in the game, you might have been okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's end the show. We know the Commanders won. Anybody got any positive vibes they want to share with us? We haven't done this in a while. Someone give us some good news in your life in the chat. What's going on good in your life? Share some positivity outside of the Washington Commanders going to the next round of the playoffs in Detroit Saturday at 8 o'clock. What is good in your life right now? I'm trying to think. I don't got nothing hot personally that I'd love to share that I share worthy at the moment. But you got anything, Dev?
No.
Yeah, my life's just been crazy since Christmas, and bro, Eli was clutch as hell, but not as clutch as JD5. I won't take away Eli not being clutch. Statistically, he'd be one of the worst quarterbacks to make it into the Hall of Fame. The dude, his stats are horrendous. You look at his interception to touchdown ratio; it's terrible. He'll get in the Hall of Fame. He's great after football.
They're going first ballot.
He's great after football. You know what pisses me off? Terrell Owens didn't go on first ballot. Terrell Owens is almost near the top of every single wide receiver record in the NFL. Took him two times to get in. I'm glad he didn't go to the NFL because it's such a
Joe Thousand only got an MVP or some shit. And a Super Bowl.
MVP. Yeah.
And a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Ben said he got hired to be a director position. There we go. Hell yeah, man. Congratulations. That's good stuff, man.
Wait a minute. Is it a porno director?
I don't know. Band director?
Is it a director on Pornhub? Are you going to shoot movies such as Schindler's Fist?
Ben, would you get director of what? Tia says, I got hired to the state of South Carolina. All right, state government, Tia. Congratulations. Damn. Good for you. Good for you. There we go, man.
Everybody ain't qualifying for food stamps.
That's the positivity I like to see at the end of a Command this episode.
I want to like qualify for food stamps, but not be broke enough to qualify for food stamps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Director of Business Development. There you go, Dev.
That sounds like
we call that BD.
That sounds like a fake position, by the way. Like,
BD's huge out in the private sector.
What do you do for a living? I'm a businessman. Like,
no. Your job is to go get business for the firm or company that you work for.
But it sounds like a made up.
Yeah. Jim says, fortunately or unfortunately, I got a ski trip in France the first week of February.
What? Dude, man, niggas going to France, working for the government, being directors. I tell you, y'all are hard over here, man.
Let's go. You guys are doing big. That's good because we don't have much for the offseason, so we'll see how that goes, guys.
Yeah, I thought all this and us was strippers and lowlifes, man. I didn't know.
Please make sure
I
thought
this whole time, you know what I'm saying? That Natia was a stripper the whole time.
Dev, come on. Please make sure you guys hit the like button on YouTube. It really helps with the algorithm. And we're on the Thursday, guys. Thursday evening, 8:35 p.m. same time. We're gonna have Talking Grit Lions podcast joining us. So save your questions. You want to ask them anything? Ask them Thursday night. Dev and I will be on their podcast Wednesday.
I got this card one of my friends found. It's Robert Griffin. This is actually a real cloth inside of this jersey. I don't know how much it's worth. Probably like $12 or something.
Yeah, when I sent you the link, it varied between 8 and like 12-ish, depending. But
cool card.
I think it's cooler to keep than to actually value. That's just a cool thing to have.
We might have to give it away on a show or something.
Yeah. AG said I awarded my first Glock Dookie to my ex-girlfriend.
RG3, I need you to sign it for us.
Yes. Yeah, RG, if you're not listening.
Your ex-girlfriend hey, you can get Glock Dookie t-shirts, man. I need to get the link on here, man.
You got them.
Glock Dookie t-shirts. They're out there. I haven't sold any, but they're out there.
Yep. All right, guys. Save those questions for the Lions. You want to know all about it? Come Thursday. Got two good guys coming on, Talking Grit, and we're ready for Saturday night, 8 o'clock in Detroit. I hope you're not buying tickets because they're $716, $800. Second level are over like $1,500. I don't know how people are going to afford to go to this game. It's crazy.
Hell, the T is working for the government. Other niggas a director. You got another dude's working. Like they can afford it. Tia said, by the way, she is not a stripper. By the way, she said no.
Okay.
If she was, what would her name be, Steve?
Her name?
Yeah, unseasoned chicken. Not.
I don't know.
No seasonings. That would be a stripper.
land. You saying no season is land.
Let's see.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to the Buccaneers for joining us. Appreciate each and every one of you. Ryan, thank you for that super chat earlier,
I feel
brother.
like your stripper name was gonna be Duck Sauce, Steve. I don't know.
Pimp named Duck Sauce.
Wonton, that'd be a
Juanton. One time? No, Juanton.
Chopstick. Egg roll, nigga. That's why.
Yeah.
How come all the Chinese names are cool to use? You can't use like watermelon, another racist black name.
Yeah, you got to post a link. Post a link to the Glock Dookie shirt.
All right.
Somewhere.
Next podcast.
We will eventually get around to having Command This merchandise. We got a bunch of templates. We just got to get our act together and get it all. Okay, we got some hats. I made a hat pre-made. Got t-shirt templates, man. We'll get it together in the off season and award some of those out too. So, all right, guys, we're going to get on out of here. Dev, any closing words after that victory, man? It's great.
Neener, pumpkin eater. Hey, we won. Winner, chicken dinner. Is that the saying?
That's how they say it.
We won. You lost. I think we got a chance, man, to beat the Lions. I'm not scared of them at all.
No. Not with all their injuries.
I'm not scared of their defense. Their offense is terrifying, but
yeah,
I think we can move the ball on them and keep the ball away from them, dog. I think we can do it. I think we might even be able to run against them. That would be awesome.
Hey, AG, how can Dev get you that link, man? Unless you have it now, you put it in the chat right here.
What are you talking about?
The Glock Dookie shirt.
I'll tell you. Hold on.
Or just put it in the chat. We'll keep going for another few seconds. Go Commanders. That's right, Kim. Go Commanders. And if anyone's going to to Detroit, let me know. I think that would be cool. I don't think we're going to take over Detroit like we took over Tampa, but shout out to all the fans that went down to Tampa, man. Like half the people in our group chat made their way down to Tampa. Deuce, George, Chuck. I mean, it was so good. Juan, so good to see those guys down there just taking over stadium. If there's a couple social media posts out there where Tampa Bay fans are like, how is it possible that Washington had more fans, in the stadium that we did in a home game in the playoffs? The same thing we argue about away teams taking over our stadium. They were complaining about it for us. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was a great time though. I'm not complaining. I got to find that social media post and I want to share that. It was just good to see all the Commanders fans make their way down there. And tickets were like $125, which is unheard of. But yet the Lions are charging $716 for standing room only. Someone make that make sense. I don't see it. Especially, I mean, the Lions are good, but $700? Is it because it's the next round of the playoffs? It's not like the cost of living is crazy stupid in Detroit. I don't know. Dev, how much closer are you to that link, man?
I don't know. I can't find it.
All right, AG, I don't know how we get a hold of you, man. If you have us on the socials, you DM Dev, DM me. It's all in our descriptions everywhere, man. You can find us anywhere.
I haven't logged in that thing in a year, so
okay. We'll get you the link, man. We'll get you the link. We appreciate everyone for tuning in, and make sure you guys hit that like button for us. Thank you so much. We'll be back Thursday with Talking Grip, Detroit Lions podcast. Get your questions loaded up. All right, guys. Happy Victory Monday. Let's hit the rest of the week hard. See you guys Thursday evening, 8:35 p.m. Talk some more about the Lions Commanders matchup. As always, peace and hail. We out.